Hi, I'm Andrea. This is my home biz tips, and today we're talking to Robert Rosenthal. Robert and I have been working together for nearly 10 years. And I brought him in today because I thought we'd talk about the value of partnerships. As you know, I've been doing a series here in my broadcast on my home biz tips about the value of things, because sometimes we don't realize how important things are. And now I'm going to talk about partnerships, which lead into several of the other things we've talked about as well. Are we getting some feedback here, Robert?
I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll just carry on because I think we can be heard. Anyway, I'm Andrea Kuchin. This is my home biz tips. And today we're talking to Robert Rosenthal. Like I said, we've been working together for over 9 years, in fact, heading close to 10. So do you want to tell the story about how we met, Robert?
And we're still talking to each other. What a concept.
Yeah.
10 years. We were at a networking meeting together in La Jolla at a deli restaurant, and you were doing, at the time, ACN. And I was doing send-out cards. And I asked you if you want to send a couple of free cards, and you said yes, and you ended up sending them out. And the people got back to you and said, I'm not interested in ACN, but I'm interested in the cards you have about relationships. That's how we started.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened. And we're still doing send-out cards.
We're still doing send-out cards.
And some of those customers that I signed up at the very, very beginning are still with me.
It's an outstanding program because we're letting people know that we care for them and we love them, and we don't do any zero selling in the program, in the cards.
Right, right. That's part of what we've been teaching in PhD and follow-up for several years, is how to communicate without seeming salesy, because that's really important. So we're not talking about sales today. That's another conversation for another day. Today, it's partnerships. So why would I partner with Robert? Well, originally, it was because we were in an MLM, and the structure of an MLM means that you have somebody above you, and hopefully at some point you'll have somebody below you, right?
Right, 100%.
And we're supposed to help and support and encourage each other.
Yes, and we do.
Yes, but that doesn't always happen, does it? So when you are going to work in an MLM or if you're in one with somebody or anything that has a structure like that, and you're working with somebody who's not supporting you, find somebody who will, because you will succeed way better with somebody to work with.
Most partnership relationships don't work out because of egos, because of mentality, because of trust, because of boundaries. When a partnership like ours works out, it's very unusual. Like probably 5 to 10% of the time they work out as well as ours have.
So why did ours work so well?
I'm still trying to figure that
out. Okay, so I have a theory.
Okay.
So my theory is twofold. One relates to something I was talking about a couple of weeks ago, which is delegating and doing in your business what you love the most. Because there are things I like more and there are things you like more. And luckily, they're not the same.
No. They merge. I like, because of my situation, I'm out a lot, but I don't have any kids. We have 3 dogs, but Liliana takes care of them, and I meet a lot of people, and I'm the first impression. And I have a saying, what you think of me is none of my business. So I'm very open and say what I want to say, being very tactful, not hurting people, but starting relationships. And you cover all my weaknesses, of which there are many, from tech stuff to idea stuff. And the main thing we have, couple of main things. One is respect and trust. In fact, when we go to conventions, we share a bedroom. Steve, or your husband and child, know it, and Liliana, my girlfriend, knows it. There's total trust. Without total trust, it doesn't work, period. Next subject.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. So Robert's very much the go out and getter person in our partnership. And I'm the following up and nurturing kind of person, because that's not the way that we decided to do it. In fact, I don't think we made a decision at any point. It just happened that way, right?
Yes. My thing is, hi, I'm Robert, sign up. And yes, you are nurturing. You save the people. You save me.
Well, some people will. They'll go, oh my God, this is so brilliant, I'm going to do it right now. But some won't.
Most won't.
Right. In fact, there's a SW about that, isn't that? Now, how does that go?
Some will, some won't, some wait. So what? Next.
Some will, some won't, some wait. So what? Next. Okay. Because it is to some degree a numbers game, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's worked out really well. And it's been a coincidence that we've got on so well and that we figured out where our niches were. And it enables me to do what I like the most. It enables Robert to do what he likes the most. And that's exactly what I was talking about with delegating and finding your niche last week or the week before, because that's really important. Now, what else do you think has come out of the fact that we've been working together so long?
That our people we are with accept it. My girlfriend accepts it. Your family accepts it because of the trust. I mean, we've been up, we've been down, we've been over, we've been around, and they benefit by your being happy. I benefit by Liliana accepting and being happy. There's no egos involved.
That's right. Absolutely right. So I would also say that I find it inspiring to talk to you. And I think this is another really important thing. When I'm talking to Robert, I always have a notebook with me, some kind of notebook, even just the note thing on my phone, because he might say something that will inspire a thought in me, or I might say something that will inspire a thought in him, in you. So sometimes we have these great conversations and we come out of it because we have regular, what I call production meetings. That's a spillover from my old TV days, but we have these meetings and we can really inspire and energize each other.
Yes, I have what's called ideaphoria, where I come up with ideas and then you massage them, you move them around, and we end up with something completely different. But the idea was started, and then we got a different idea, and it works between the two of us.
Right. And would you have that if you were working alone?
Oh, no, impossible. And the thing that I like is I'm open to listening to you. I don't have all the answers, and I'm aware of that. So when you suggest something, we talk about it. I've been with some people that I suggest something and instantaneously, without even thinking about it, they say no. So I don't deal with them. I don't like negative people. I don't deal with negative people. So
Right. So I think that what we can take away also from the idea of partnerships is that we're not all at our best all the time.
Fact.
And sometimes we lack motivation and inspiration, and having somebody that we can talk to, or having the inkling of an idea and not knowing what to do with it, and having someone else we can bounce ideas off, I think they're absolutely essential to growth.
That's invaluable. It's invaluable. You can't grow without that kind of a program where you trust the other person enough to listen to the ideas, and between two people, we come up with the answer.
Exactly. Yeah. So sometimes if I have a question about how to do something, Robert has an answer. Sometimes if Robert has a question, I have an answer. So you see, it's a support system as well, which is really, really important.
Yeah,
so
you have much more. You have many more answers than I do. I have the questions. You have the answers. Bingo.
Yes, in certain things. Yeah, in certain things. Now, we partner with other people as well. Obviously, we're in Send Out Cards, which is an MLM company. So we do have a team there. We're also in a couple of other MLM kind of structured
Organizations. Yeah.
businesses, you know, and we have relatively recently, well, about a year ago now, partnered with a technology company, haven't we?
Yes. And sometimes you're the sponsor and sometimes I'm the sponsor. It doesn't matter. It all comes out in the wash.
Right. But we have that supportive environment for our team as
Yes.
well. So we look for solutions, right? We're always looking for ways that people can make their life easier, because when things are difficult, you get stressed out, right? So our solutions are technology. Coincidentally, again, Send Out Cards is a technology, really, because it's an online system that allows you to turn a greeting card into something real and get it sent.
Yes.
We have another company which has digital business cards. Again, it's a technology that makes life easier. And we use software that automates a lot of the activities that would otherwise drive me nuts, because they're very repetitive and time challenging. And that can get very stressful, especially when you're working with someone like Robert, who's always got new ideas and new things he wants to try. So we also like the idea that we don't always have to be working every single minute to earn a living. So I do coaching, which came out of the training that came out of learning how to market using the cards and the digital business cards. But if I'm not actually there with a client, I'm not making any money, right? A multi-level marketing company or investing in things works differently. So what happened to us about a year ago then, Robert? Tell the story.
Well, you were going to send me you mean in July of last year?
Yeah.
You, on a Friday, you said, I'm going to send you an email with some short videos. And Steve thinking about getting involved in this. And Steve will make a decision on Monday. So I looked at what you sent me and I liked it a lot. And I got back to you and said, tell Steve to make a decision by Monday, because if he doesn't, I'm going to get in anyway. So you called me about 2 hours later saying Steve got in and that your family got in and then you got in. And I said, great, you can be my sponsor. Let's go. We'll run for this thing. And we did.
Yeah.
And we're doing it.
And the information is here, right? That says AIresidual.com. AI is artificial intelligence because it's a tech company. So what I love about it is that it, again, has solutions. So it's a marketing solution, or it has marketing solutions for businesses, everything from websites through to funnels and e-commerce, all that kind of stuff, email, you name it, it's there. And then also there's fundraising, then also there's education platforms, there's security, all sorts of other things. But we've partnered with this organization because we are looking for solutions that will give us consistent, regular passive income, right? That's the really important thing for us. Why? Because we don't want to necessarily be stuck at our desks or our phones 24 hours a day. What do you like to do at weekends, Robert?
The beach. When we got involved in this particular company last July, there was 133,000 people that already gotten involved. Right now, in September 21st, there's over 900,000 people involved. About 57,000 people a month are joining. I missed out on Google, Apple, Microsoft, and probably a bunch of other stuff. And I chose not to miss out on this one.
Right. And this is not an MLM company. This is an investment in a technology startup.
Yes, if $97 is not going to make you homeless, consider this very seriously.
Yeah.
I say $97. I won't eat dinner for 2 days. $97. Next subject. Silly to talk about it.
Right. Right. And we know the tools are valuable to people because we see people, struggling with those issues. And then by using this tool and that tool and that tool and that tool, and then trying to connect them all together, and then they don't necessarily talk to each other, or something crashes, or it adds up in cost. So when the products are launched, we're going to be helping a lot of business owners and saving them a lot of money. And people who became founder members beforehand will be making regular income because their AI system, their artificial intelligence system, will drive traffic.
They do the marketing. If you're a coach and you have a subject you want to teach, you can teach this subject on the platform and get paid for it. They will put students in your chairs.
Exactly. Exactly. So how does this get turned back into being about partnerships? It's because a big technology company is going to be partnered together with us. The benefit being that we get an opportunity to make some money, and the technology company has an opportunity to market through people like us. And what's really important about the way that it's going to roll out is that Robert and I know how to look after a team and support a team. And we will build a team in this organization, a team of resellers. Then we'll have our customers who are just using the products, and they will be trained. Then we'll also have a team of virtual assistants who can do the work for our customers and clients if they don't want to do it themselves, which is what we do with our other software platforms as well.
When you get in, go ahead.
Yeah, so we've got this partnership and this team thing going through everything because we understand how important it is to help and support people.
Yes, appreciation is the number one thing with employees, not money, but it's appreciation. You get in for $97, you do nothing, go to the beach like I do on the weekend. At the end of 1 year, you'll have earned $6,000.
Yeah, they reckon probably about $6,000 a year, which is not bad on an exchange of $97. And that's a one-off payment. That's not monthly.
Yeah, the $6,000 only the first year. It'll be more the second year and on.
Yeah. So summing up then, what's important about partnerships is that, especially since COVID, where we've all spent so much more time at home, and I know a lot of companies have outsourced not outsourced, but have had their staff stay home. People are isolated, sitting at home. It is not easy to motivate and inspire yourself when you're on your own. It is so much easier with a business partner. Robert said that there are certain things that you need, but they come, don't they? Trust is developed.
Huge.
And belief and faith and friendship is developed out of it. I mean, we don't look like likely friends, do we? So the other people who would have met us that day, that first day, when you were showing the greeting cards at that event in La Jolla, wouldn't necessarily have thought that almost 10 years later, we'd still be working together.
Yeah, and in addition to trust, there's total support of each other. Very important. You got to have the combination of both. One without the other won't work.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, I get support at home from my husband, right? And my parents and that kind of thing, but they don't necessarily understand the frustrations that I might have in my business. So it wouldn't really do me or my family particularly much good if I tried to get them to support me through business challenges. So if you don't have a coach you really need a business partner of some kind.
Definitely.
Yeah. And in fact, if you work together with us, you kind of get both.
We've tried to incorporate other people into our team, and it didn't work because they weren't on the same level or trust or whatever the situation was. We tried to have them just join and make it 3 or 4 people in this team, but it didn't work, and that's okay. It's okay, but we keep going.
Yeah. It's when you find a good personality match, sometimes it's difficult to add another person. And I think you're thinking more in relation to some of the VAs that we've hired.
No, well, yeah, VAs and other people.
Yeah, there's been 1 or 2, but that's an interesting thing because things don't always work out. So in the same way that this has worked out extremely well, and here we are nearly 10 years later, still in business, still talking to each other, liking each other more, and we're doing an event on Saturday, actually out in the open. So we're going to be applying lots of suntan lotion. Where are we going to be?
In Murrieta at a movie theater parking lot in Murrieta.
Temeku Cinema?
You say it better than I do. That's why I didn't say it.
Okay. The Temeku Cinema, right, in the parking lot at an exhibition of
the Holistic Chamber of Commerce function, expo.
Yeah, Holistic Chamber of Commerce Expo. Fantastic. Brilliant. That was my front door slamming. Okay, so partnerships will support you in your business on days that you don't feel as though you can do it all alone.
As long as you trust yourself.
Yeah. And I think we've all fallen down on that one sometimes, haven't we? Losing faith in yourself. And inspiration when you can't think of what to do. Solutions when you want to do something but you don't know how. And support. Support is, I think, really the most important thing, that there's somebody there in your business to support you. From this, it's not like hiring a VA, because yes, they're there to support you, but they don't have the same
interest.
Interest. Yeah.
Commitment's a good word.
The effect is different. For a VA, you're just a job. For a business partner, you're in it together. Your success is my success. It's very much like Zig Ziglar. What did Zig Ziglar say? Something about helping. You can get what you want in life by helping other people get what they want. So that's what Robert and I do. We help each other get what they want. He helps me get what I want. I help him get what he wants. And in the process, we both get what we want.
My job is to make you look good.
Yes, likewise. I
know.
And I have to say, you do a very good job. You do a very good job. Okay, so as we sort of approach the end of our interview, that was Robert Rosenthal here with me today. I'm Andrea Kuchin from My Home Biz Tips. There you go, myhomebiz.tips. Andrea Kuchin. That'll tell you a little bit more about me. Go to Robert's website to read the story of his beach money adventure, which is in progress at this very moment. Do you have any last minute things that you'd like to mention before we say goodbye to everyone today?
I win by knowing you. That's the bottom line.
Oh, bless. So this is a really important point. If you want somebody one day in your life to say that about you, then reach out to us, join our team, learn how to be a good partner for somebody.
We are receptive to be aware we don't have all the answers. We got a couple at work, but we're open to new ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, bouncing ideas around is one of my favorite things. And bouncing balls from my little puppy as well. Robert, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Well said. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, boss. See you all again next week. Thank you so much for joining us. Supposed to be playing the outro music now. Oh well, never mind. All right, I'm going to end the broadcast. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.